Yankee fans, what's going on, everybody? So the Yankees are off today, but I want to give you my prediction on what their 26-man roster is going to look like for the postseason, at least the ALDS. It could change every round, depending on what happens, and I do think they're going to make it past the ALDS. But I want to give you my prediction as to what I think the roster is going to be, and you let me know what your thoughts are. To me, I find this a heck of a lot more enjoyable than complaining about an intentional walk from Gerrit Cole to Rafael Devers, who hits like 700 off Gerrit Cole. Like, would I like to see him throw and strike him out? Yeah, but I understand the logic about intentionally walking a guy. It didn't work, so what? But what's the bigger picture to me? The Yankees won 3 out of 4, and it looks like they knocked the Red Sox out of the postseason contention. They didn't lose 3 out of 4; they won 3 out of 4. That, to me, is a heck of a lot more important than why did he intentionally walk? What a sign of weakness and blah, blah, blah. That's just me, though. So you let me know what your thoughts are on this 26-man roster. And if you enjoy Yankee Talk, you want to join live streams, you want news as it comes out, you just want to be part of a great community, please make sure you subscribe to this channel before you leave if you haven't done that yet. And just hit the notifications as well. That way you'll know exactly when stuff comes out, and you'll know when we go live. And I thank you so much for it. It means the world, your support. Now, in no particular order, I think the lineup's going to look pretty similar to what recently. Okay, I think Gleyber Torres is going to be at second base. I think Anthony Rizzo is going to be at first base. I think Anthony Volpe is going to be at shortstop. Okay, I think Jazz Chisholm is going to be at third base. I think the outfield is going to be Alex Verdugo, Aaron Judge, Juan Soto. I think Giancarlo Stanton is going to be the DH. I think Austin Wells is going to be the catcher. No particular, I think the lineup, again, is going to be similar to what it has been. So I do think Alex Verdugo is going to be the starting outfielder based on what he's done this year for the team. And I know some fans may know that, but it doesn't mean that Jason Dominguez is not going to be on the postseason roster. Okay? He hasn't done enough to justify starting yet, at least in my opinion. People can disagree all they want. The bench, I think they're going to go to 5-man bench, meaning there's going to be one less pitcher on the other side. Okay, the 5-man bench will be Jason Dominguez, Trent Grisham, Oswaldo Cabrera for his versatility, infield and outfield, John Birdie for his versatility, playing multiple infield positions and with his speed, and I think Jose Trevino. There's always going to be a catcher on the bench, but I think Austin Wells will be the starter. Now let's move over to the rotation. Okay, I don't know whether there's going to be a 3-man or a 4-man rotation yet. Okay, they may go 3-man in the ALDS, and if they make it to the LCS, they may go 4-man then. You're going from 3 out of 5 to 4 out of 7 in that regard, and which is the same sequence as the World Series too. So if they go 3-man, I think it's going to be Gerrit Cole, Carlos Rodon, and most likely Luis Hill. If they go 4-man, I think it's going to be Gerrit Cole, Carlos Rodon, Luis Hill, and Nestor Cortes. Meaning the other 2 guys, Clark Schmidt and Marcus Stroman, I think do make the bullpen. I think every one of those starters is going to be in the postseason rotation. Postseason roster, excuse me. So, and those other 2 starters will give the bullpen some versatility from multiple innings. So they're not having to overuse some of the short inning guys. I do think that's going to be a weapon that the Yankees have at their disposal. Okay? So, bullpen, Tommy Kahnle, Luke Weaver, Jake Cousins, Ian Hamilton, Tim Hill, they're going to have at least one lefty, Marcus Stroman, and Clay Holmes. And again, like I said, and if Nestor Cortes is in the rotation, he's there. If he happens to be in the bullpen for some reason, then you have another lefty in the bullpen. And that's my 26 right there. Okay? Give me your thoughts and let me know what you think about this. Okay? They could change the playoff sequence every round. They can mix and match 1 or 2 guys here and whatnot if they feel they need to go a different order. But I do think the batting lineup is going to be what we've seen, or a heck of a lot similar to what we've seen recently. Okay? With Torres at the top, setting the table for Soto and Judge, and most likely either Wells or Jazz, and then Stanton and either Wells or Jazz, and then Rizzo, Volpe, and so on, right? So that's what I think is going to look like on the back end. So now, give me your – is your 26 looks close to that? Or does it look different? Yeah, no Tim Mays. He's not going to make it. And obviously DJ LeMahieu, I don't have making the postseason roster either. There's a good chance he's not going to play anyway because he can't because of the injuries, and that's what Aaron Boone has kind of alluded to recently. So I just want to help me. May he get well, may he recover, may he heal. Okay, but I do have Anthony Rizzo making the postseason roster, just not DJ LeMahieu making the postseason roster. But the versatility that John Brady provides and Oswaldo Cabrera provides is going to keep them on the postseason roster, I think. Okay. Now, let's move over to the NFL. We recapped some games yesterday in our post game stream, but I'll just recap all the games really quick because there were some evening games yesterday. Okay, so tonight, obviously, the Falcons play the Eagles in Philadelphia Monday Night Football. Okay, and just so you know, the over/under on that is 45.5. The Eagles are 5.5 point. Okay, I'm going with the Eagles on the under. Okay. To recap the rest of the games, the Houston Texans beat the Chicago Bears 19-13. Okay. Texans have a nice, pretty good team over there. The Pittsburgh Steelers beat the Denver Broncos 13-6. The Kansas City Chiefs on a field goal edged the Cincinnati Bengals 26-5. The Arizona Cardinals, man, Marvin Harrison Jr. is a one good-looking receiver. They beat up on the LA Rams 41-10. And the entertainment of the week, I saw a couple of Dallas Cowboys fans smashing their flat screens into their driveways today because they were so angry. The Saints blew out the Cowboys 44-19. Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield's got these guys rolling right now. They beat the Detroit Lions 20-16. The Green Bay Packers beat the Indianapolis Colts 16-10. Jets beat the Tennessee Titans 24-17. Hoorah. The Minnesota Vikings, freaking Sam Darnold, ex-quarterback for the Jets, beat up on the 49ers 23-17. Unbelievable. The Seahawks beat the Patriots 23-20. The Commanders beat the Giants 21-18 on 7 field goals. They didn't even score a touchdown. 7 field goals. Unbelievable. The LA Chargers beat the Panthers 26-3. The Cleveland Browns beat the Jacksonville Jaguars 18-13. The Las Vegas Raiders beat the Ravens of Baltimore 26-23. That was a surprise for me. And lastly, the Buffalo Bills, happened a couple days ago, beat up on the Dolphins 31-10. There is talk about Tua, quarterback, having to, they're asking him whether he should retire or not because I think this is his 3rd concussion already. He's kind of following the Steve Young protocol. Steve Young had like 8 or 9. Even see he still had a career now. Tua, apparently, according to him, there's no plans on retiring, but obviously he needs to look out for his health. So he's going to be talking to some specialists this week and so on, and then I'll reevaluate and go from there. I will recap tomorrow the Eagles-Falcons game tonight. But you give me your thoughts on the 26. I want to know, is yours close or is it vastly different? Let's go Yankees.